So for National Day of Social Action, our theme was gun violence. We were here to bring awareness to gun violence and ways to prevent it and find solutions.
If you'll serve your community, let me hear you say, yeah. You're gonna stay in school and serve your community, let me hear you say, oh yeah. You scholars are so great. Can I ask you for one more thing? Because I think you did a good job.
Our students deal with a lot of gun violence of like Stephon Clark. All of our students were familiar with that. Destin Garrett, Javon Clavo. Our Freedom School specifically, we have created safe spaces for children to have these conversations and open up about their experiences and allow them to develop different coping mechanisms and different ways to heal about the situation.
If anybody thinks that the way it is the way it has to continue to be around gun violence, read about the Civil Rights Movement, because change is possible. And when we as adults have failed you make the change, okay?
So I've been in Sacramento for the past couple of days advocating for gun violence and listening to other young people who are just as passionate as I am, speak their voices and let it known how important gun violence and gun prevention is. We all want to grow up and live very long, healthy lives. However, things like gun violence running rampant through the streets can prevent us from doing so and living these beautiful, healthy lives.
Good morning. My name is GyeNyame Brown. I'm a rising junior at the illustrious Hampton University. I'm studying psychology on the pre-medicine track. The things that I want to talk to you guys about are not only gun violence, but also gun prevention, because I noticed that where I live in Los Angeles, I live right by Crenshaw and Slauson, and so in these neighborhoods you see low-income poverty, but you see high instances of gun violence, and it's things like if we are working with these low-income neighborhoods to prevent guns from even existing, and that's obviously going to cause the amounts of shootings and deaths by guns to go down a lot.
Our mission is to inform the young kids that they have paths in life that have nothing to do with, gun violence and in the streets, and we just press how important it is for young Black and brown individuals to tap into art, sciences, intellect, and things like that to live a life that has nothing to do with guns.
Freedom schools help give me a voice, so when I'm in the midst of talking to someone else, I can share the same ideas I've made there. And social action helps me bring in topics that are happening right now, like major problems in their community and in the state, that I can share to people and bring those ideas to life that I have in my head and create projects and talk to people and make events that help us and our community be better.
No teacher should have to figure out which classroom objects are heavy enough to throw at a school intruder or shooter, and no parent should have to receive a phone call asking if they can come to the hospital to identify their child's body. It's not fair. And did you know that Black children are 5 times more likely than white kids to die from gunfire? Statistics show that if gunfire was to break out, that 2.3 white kids would die and 11.8 Black kids would die. It's not fair, is it?
Firearms are the leading cause of death in children ages 1 through 19 in the United States. And every year, 19,000 children and teens are shot and killed or seriously wounded. And, that's 19,000 future college students that could be dying, or 19,000 lawyers, or 19,000 doctors, or police officers that can help bring down police brutality, because it's not fair that people are killed even though they didn't do anything wrong at the moment.
We set the tone. We don't necessarily do the day-to-day things such as our service leader interns do. So we're not in the classrooms as much, but we are an SLI to the environment, right? So we have to set the stage for the environment. We have to make sure that things are in place and that the overall Freedom School experience is portrayed the way it needs to be, so that our youth or our scholars can have the best experiences while attending Freedom Schools.
This work is so important because not only is there younger generations to come, but I also have younger siblings that also have to live a life as well. So growing up as a Black person in Sacramento is quite terrifying, because based on the color of my skin, my height, choice of life, and neighborhood, I feel like I can potentially be targeted at any point in time and just another name added to the gun violence victims list. They say the children of today are the smart, hardworking people of tomorrow, but how could we be that if each of us are being shot each week just for being mistaken as someone else? I'm asking for a better place for young adults and young people in general, for them to be who they are, happily let them live freely the way they want to live and do what makes them happy. I'm just grateful to God to be here and for the opportunities that is given to us, and just blessed.
Most importantly, I want to thank you all for coming. You, the Freedom School Scholars, the children and youth in this room right now from across the state, you're the most important people here. Everything we do at Children's Defense Fund is about building community in this state and this country so young people like you grow up with dignity, hope, and joy. That's what this whole day is about, and it's our deepest hope that you enjoy your time so much that we'll be doing this again next year on the same day.